One of the arguments that the music industry has been making for a year is about the fact that they should get ISPs to take down content that is being pirated. Now, many people use torrents, many people download information or even music from the web. Not all of it is legal. Many of us actually use streaming services that we pay for, but there's no doubt that piracy is around. Now, I remember a conversation that I had with the former CEO of Saregama many years ago, where he first suggested this idea to me that you should have ISPs that block piracy. And there have been court orders, the John Doe orders that have led to the blocking of torrent sites or many sites on the web that may have been used for piracy. But there's a different idea that they have, is that the liability of piracy should be with the ISP. Uh, to my mind, that's an extremely stupid idea, because in the regulations that we're looking at, intermediary liability protections that the government is going to give a final ruling on Jan 15th. One of the recommendations by the music industry is that it should be a part of the provisions for ISPs to not be liable for them to automatically take down uh, pirated content. Now, what this does, think about how it will be operationalized, right? Do you think that ISPs actually have the ability to have to put up systems that will track every bit of data that you are consuming and check whether this content is pirated or not? This operationally, what does this mean? It means that there's going to be an invasion of privacy. They're going to check, they're going to do deep packet inspection of all of the traffic flowing, which is a privacy violation. Secondly, how did you know that something is actually fair use and not necessarily a copyright violation? Will they check the name of the files? Will they check the code, the audio signature, and download everything and compare it? How YouTube does it, it has a system called Content ID, where it has the masters of all the audio of all the songs that are given to them by the music industry, and then they compare that with the music that's being played on YouTube, and then they give the music labels the option of taking down that content or monetizing it. Now, ISPs having to do this means that every time there's piracy that slips through, and it's not going to be a perfect mechanism. Um, Someone can take an ISP to court. So they will effectively end up trying to overcompensate if they do survive this liability. I don't think any ISP can survive this liability, and or they will start overcompensating and taking down more and more content. So this entire idea of having ISPs automatically block things on the web because of privacy reasons just doesn't make sense. And the music industry needs to rethink about what this does for internet usage or even the survival of ISPs. Many mobile operators, and most of the usage of the internet in India is on mobile. Most of them are struggling for survival right now. They don't have the technology, the ability, or neither can they take the liability of doing this kind of tracking. And that's apart from the fact that this would be a significant privacy violation.